Hello, welcome to Digital Transformation with Jack Marr.
The ages of man. What is an age of man? In this context, it's a socioeconomic model defining a period of time and or population based on the most important or fundamental work and necessary skills for the population majority. The transition from one age to the next has been marked by wholesale and abrupt changes in technology have disrupted for a step change improvement to the whole, but generally at the expense of those who had limited skills or mobility to adapt to the new reality of their world. The Agrarian Age, predominantly agricultural, ranging from organized hunting and gathering to agricultural organizations. Trade took place between individuals and regions. The technology of the day was focused on planting, harvesting, storing, irrigation, things that would enable populations to produce more products, which would enable healthier, stronger, and growing population. The Industrial Age. The Industrial Revolution displaced the Agrarian Age with mechanization and the rise of the machine shops, assembly lines, and mechanized tools. The ag culture consolidated from many small farms to fewer and larger, in part due to mechanization of the work which was needed by and partly drove labor shifts, which were very disruptive, particularly at the workforce levels. Technology became democratized, no longer the realm of city and state. Mobility increases were dramatic and ubiquitous, from pedestrian to astronaut in literally a generation. And functional organizations developed based on hierarchy and command and control necessary to cope with the increased scale. The Information Age. The Information Age started with Gutenberg and his press, when information became widely available to the masses, not just for the royalty and the wealthy. From the almost exclusive domains of royalty and religion, information began to flow broad and wide. Quickly, with electronics and networking and the internet, democratized information, ushering in an age of truly global access to information and resources. We also came full circle with Amazon, as the publishing industry was disrupted, and quickly following that, retail and the disruption of consumer expectations. Google began its ascendancy in the information age, becoming the icon of access to information, changing the game for libraries and limited access repositories. With significant focus on access and accumulation of information, organizations evolved and aligned with communications and computational capabilities, with matrixed organizations focused on projects across the functions, with low satisfaction and high failure rates being commonly admitted and usually understated in reports due to the standard change control processes most organizations have employed. The Digital Age. The digital age started with Amazon and Google. They have been the alphas of the digital age and the omegas of the markets they've entered. Amazon and Google are among the original unicorns and are definitely the best known. Amazon has completely reset expectations for everyone, with nearly immediate gratification available for an almost infinite amount of products and services. Every industry and market segment they enter, they quickly disrupt and dominate. They focus using contemporary tools and approaches with an architecture for speed of flow, and they have almost no baggage from the information age, let alone the industrial age. Will brick and mortar be impacted to the point of extinction? Maybe. At least an inflection to a new paradigm, which could be sustainable for the last mile. We might think of this as the democratization of fulfillment, and we cannot underestimate its importance. But Google has reset expectations on even what is possible, ranging from putting satellite imagery into everyone's pocket to the Internet of Things, digital surgery that more than doubles the reach of surgical medical care around the globe. Google started with a little fake it till you make it with computing and information services using Yahoo for their searches and then reporting. But then again, so did Zappos in the shoe business, and I talk more about that in one of my seminars. But They have more than made up for it ever since. When you look at the alphabet tree of companies, now you'll find many of the most prominent names in the daily lives of many people on the face of the earth. They've democratized the dreams and doing what was impossible yesterday. PayPal, Tesla, Virgin Galactic, they too have all disrupted industries that had years of relative stability. What is it about these companies and so many others in a wide range of industries that sets them apart? What are the common threads among them? I suggest there are 3 things that are really core to being digital. Number 1, a clear understanding that the creation and delivery of value now has a digital component, and that competitive advantage is possible in almost every instance through innovation and speed to market. Number 2, use of contemporary tools and approaches that allow for maximum utility, like horizontal scaling and resilience, with minimal resource obligation, things like anything and everything as a service, agile, lean, cloud resources. We see APIs and microservices in an environment that is architected with a city plan view that looks forward and prepares for evolution. Number 3, a focus on an enablement of capabilities, both human and otherwise, that leverages functionality and efficiency with a real focus on people. We see this through the perks and benefits, such as free or subsidized healthy chef-made meals and other on-site services that enable associates to focus on their work and make their own and their families' lives better directly and indirectly. We were in an analog state through much of the information age until we saw a hockey stick when digital computation, storage, and retrieval were realized. When we saw geometrically increasing maturity in information creation and sharing, and going nearly logarithmic with growth when the commercialization of the internet took place. But just like the cell phone companies, when they strangled out the last of the 3-watt analog cell phones and replaced the infrastructure with a digital backbone that essentially enabled them infinite capacity with dramatically increased service capabilities, and the foundation for the subsequent generations up to the current 4G. Similarly, going digital enables and may require, although that's yet to be proven, reorganization and structuring of organizations and work differently. It means that we can do the right things for the right reasons, and everybody wins. It sounds too good to be true, but it really isn't. It's not that everything comes up roses and sunshine, but being authentic and sharing a mission in which we care and can contribute is the pursuit of happiness that today's world doesn't really seem to support or engender, and we can change that. The upcoming generation of leaders are proving that doing the right thing and working for more than just money is a better life for themselves and others. We see so many economic, philanthropic, and social media icons like Sir Richard Branson of Virgin, focusing their own time, talent, and treasure on caring for people and social causes. Rock on, Sir Richard. Different isn't always better, but better is always different. Me. I say it a lot. This is Jack Marr, and today we talked about the ages of man. Thanks for joining me.
I hope you'll share your ideas with me and join me again next time.